Good evening. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. So tonight I'm going to talk about you guys going to the dealership, and the dealership gives you the title work or title packet for you to go to the DMV and get the title work done yourself. Okay. Very briefly, I'm going to talk about what happens on the cash sale type of transaction and the finance type of transaction. Okay. In a nutshell, the dealership does not expect or want you to manipulate or play around with the title work, the information that's on the title documents. You are supposed to leave it the way that it is. At best, if your signature is missing, that's the only thing you're supposed to do. Sign your name. If your printed name is missing, print your name, give it to the DMV clerk along with your ID, and that's it. You're not supposed to make any changes to your title work. Okay, let's talk about cash sales for a minute. So if you pay the vehicle off in cash, you get everything from the dealership. Okay. Even if you have a cash transaction, you're still not out of the clear for that. You can't just take the title work and make any changes. Okay. I've seen cases in which folks buy vehicles from dealerships and they don't go to the DMV. Don't know why. They don't go to the DMV, but they will get the title packet, give it to someone else. That person that they're giving it to may or may not decide to go to the DMV. Thus, you have a title skipping situation. Okay. So, again, if you feel like you have changed your mind, you bought a vehicle from the dealership and you paid cash for it, okay, do yourself a favor. Even if you don't want plates, just go to the DMV like you were supposed to go in the first place, get the title changed over in your name, then you can reassign and sell the vehicle to the next person. But do not leave the next person in the bind with title work that's not going to be good for them because it's in your name. So whatever that dealership is expecting you to do, you are supposed to follow through. Many of you may not know this, but legal, good standing dealerships, they have to keep copies of title documents, title work, title supporting documents, because dealers do get audited by the DMV and or the dealer board. So they have to keep these documents, for X amount of years. So if the dealership gives you a title packet, even though you pay cash for it, and then something happens with the DMV and they're looking through the title, documents as such, and the dealer realized they did not sell this vehicle to this person that you decided to pass the title work on to, that's an issue. Okay. So you have to be very careful. I see this issue a lot when it comes to cash sales, a lot. Again, just because you pay cash for it, you cannot just pass the title work on to someone, nor can you just add somebody on that title document. Okay. Also, that bill of sale is going to be an indicator. If that bill of sale that the dealership gave you is in your name only or your business name only, it is expected for that vehicle to be titled in the name that is on that bill of sale or purchase agreement only. Okay, only. All right. Next, if you are financing your vehicle and there's a lien on your vehicle, this one right here is very critical, okay, because you have a lien. Lien holders do not allow any changes to be made to title records without their consent. So if you are an individual, as an example, you want to get the vehicle in your business name or vice versa, or you want to add a spouse or you want to add a child, you cannot do these things unless you have the permission of the lien holder. Okay, very important. So with both of these cases, to eliminate any type of issues, it is best to speak to the dealership at point of sale. Okay. Ask the dealership the question, hey, can I get this vehicle title in my business name, or can I get it titled in my individual name? I want to add a spouse. I want to add my child. These are questions that you need to ask. Think about these things before you walk to the dealership, and try to get this transaction done. Think about these matters beforehand. Okay, very important. it's going to be easier to have these matters addressed earlier on than later. A lot of people do not know this, but financing paperwork through the dealership's eyes is very complicated. And once they put everything through their system and what have you, it's very hard to unwind. And a lot of them will not unwind and back, the transaction out. If so, it's going to be penalties and fees associated with that type of transaction, especially if there's a lien involved. So really think about that. Do not take, you know, things upon yourself when it comes to title work that you get from the dealership, thinking that you can make any type of changes that you want because you have the title packet in your hand. It simply doesn't work that way. Okay. So I just wanted to share this with you guys because I do come across cases in which folks mess up the title work that the dealer give to them. I'm working on the situation now in which the dealer reached out to me because a customer decided to, put the title in another business that he owned instead of the business that was on the purchase agreement. And also there's a lien on the vehicle. So you got to be careful. You really got to be careful. You do not want issues to come about if there is a lien, especially. Okay. If you want to share your experience or, you want feedback, regarding this type of transaction, you want to share that, feel free to drop me a line below or visit me at wisdomandauthority.com. Thank you for tuning in. Please click, share, and subscribe. I hope to hear from you soon.